Okay, this will be an interesting one. Looks like it's clouding over again. It's been cloudy most of today. Bit of sun broke through not so long ago. Anyway, we got something interesting. The nerds will inherit the copier world. Yes, they will, folks. Wondering how big we're gonna make this. Gonna reduce. But I'm really missing a loved one, folks. And I'm really trying to locate him, but I just haven't got the wherewithal to do it. Trying to get on television to speed it up, make it happen. Trying to get on the primetime news as much as I can. Gets very lonely here. Anyway, we got here a dress, a funny pinstripe, well, not quite pin. The back of it's got a zip, so I'm not going to bother with the back. We're just interested in the front. But I'm really missing my partner Luigi, and it's really a challenge trying to remain happy, or trying to make myself as happy as I can without going mad. It's really difficult trying to keep the composure when it's really proving to be more difficult than easier said than done. I suffer immensely from the depression because I'm lonely and I don't have him to talk to, so I get really sad, and the loneliness really cuts me to the core. So we've done that. We've got this picture. So the loneliness is like the equivalent of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So it's like smoking fags. So you got to expect it to take its toll. That you got to expect it to make you that miserable that you fucking have the effect of smoking cigarettes. It's destructive. It's not necessary. And loneliness is just such a big problem. I try to challenge it, folks, but I can't seem to beat it back. Depression and anxiety are a daily issue for me, that I just don't feel happy. I just can't make myself break away from these dreadful symptoms. The smoking effect is really rampant. It's very serious. It's a serious problem, folks, and I'm very fortunate that I can see a bright future ahead, but it's not going to come to me straight away. I'm confident that this stuff I'm doing will make an impact, and it'll mean that I can find Luigi. So while I'm feeling depressed now, I'm sure I can break out of it eventually, that I can find where Luigi is. If the TV channels can help find me a solution, I do feel that I can beat this problem that I've got, but I need the help from the TV channels to make it happen. So we're going to use this. So I do need help. I do need a bit of assistance from the free-to-air TV, the big channels, channel ABC, SBS, channel 7, channel 9 and channel 10. These are the main stations in Sydney that I'm aiming my videos at. the free to air. I'm trying my best, folks, to do what I can. I'm going to try and stay as well as possible, even though wellness feels like it's a long way away because I'm so lonely. Now I'm thinking that's going to be the centre of the job. I thought it was going to be there. But it's really difficult trying to make something of my life as it is. It is really I'm going to move this across. It's really difficult trying to make something out of this when all I can feel is the blues, as I call it, the blueness of being depressed, of not having a companion to talk to all the time, not feeling connected with anyone in particular, not feeling except someone you can't currently have, and that is Luigi. I just can't seem to feel any connection with anyone else but Luigi, and Luigi's not available. So it's a real letdown, folks. It's a real awful thing dealing with the blues as it stands. And I'm trying my best to keep myself busy, and these videos are like a lifeline. They help me making these videos. I still feel depressed, but at least I feel productive. At least I've used this downtime properly. At least it's being used. That while I'm not happy, I'm still working on it. I'm not just laying in bed like a lot of people do who don't feel well. I can't just lay in bed all day thinking of what might have been when I was young. I have to fucking continue with what I'm doing as much as I can. I have to fucking get stuck in and do what I do, and do what I do best, and that is making these photocopier demos. So I do feel I'm doing something useful when I'm here in the mix, when I'm doing something that is got to be something good instead of something that's just a waste of my valuable time. So I'm trying to use this downtime as something good. And that's what you have to do, folks. When you find yourself in a situation like mine, you got to fucking use your downtime. Instead of just being down and laying in bed, or even just watching the television, get out of bed and get away from the television and try to do something that you're passionate about, as long as the finances. But you got to find something you can do while you're feeling down. Now this stupid user interface, it's a pain in the ass. But basically you got to fucking try and not let the blues get you totally demotivated to do constructive work. And if it's possible to stop smoking, if you're a smoker, maybe put the money towards making your future a bright one. I know it's easier said than done. It's easy for me because I've never had a smoking habit. I've never even had a drag, even though the kids at school used to try and get me to smoke. I never did. So I know it sounds easier said than done if you're a smoker. Sorry if I sound a bit a bit like a pat answer or a pat, ready-made sort of. It's okay. It's easy. It's not. It's not easy. I've got to accept that. But for me, I've never had a habit except coffee. But apart from coffee, I can go without coffee. Strangely enough, it might give me a headache to be withdrawn from the caffeine. But basically, that's probably the only vice I've ever had was caffeine. But anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.